1 second, almost there. Okay, we are live.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Select Board Interview Subcommittee. This open meeting of the Northborough Select Board Interview Subcommittee is being conducted remotely pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2025, an act extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency and signed into law on March 28th, 2025. All members of the Northborough Select Board Interview Subcommittee are allowed to participate remotely. The Act allows Northborough Select Board Interview Subcommittee to meet remotely, so as long as reasonable public access is afforded, so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. The public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda unless noted otherwise. Members of the public who wish to view the live stream or the recording of the meeting may do so by going to Northborough Remote Meetings on YouTube via the link listed in the agenda. Ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. The meeting will not feature public comment. I'll now go ahead and confirm the members of the subcommittee who are here along with staff. So myself, Mike Tejan, and then Laura and Angie, when I call your name again, if you could respond in the affirmative. Laura
Hi, I'm here.
and Angie.
Here, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Great. So that little bit of housekeeping out of the way. And also the meeting, as mentioned in the remarks, is being recorded. So just so everybody knows that they're being recorded during this meeting. So yeah, so I guess we can go ahead. Angie, if you could bring in, I think it was Marcos who was first up.
Yeah, Marcos is first up. Yep.
Okay.
You're funny. Welcome, Marcos.
Hi,
Hi,
Marcos.
Marcos.
Hello. How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
I'm great. I'm on leave. I have a baby. This is the first
Ah.
time I needed to do this whole like online interview thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Marcos, I'm Angie. I've the one been communicating with you, but I'm gonna leave you in good hands with Mike and Laura. Okay, they're gonna start the interview.
Okay, sounds good. Thank
All
you,
right,
Angie.
All
thanks.
right. Thanks,
Thanks,
Angie.
Angie.
Yeah, Marcos, thanks for joining. What we'll do is just kind of ask just some questions and kind of just have a nice hopefully efficient back and forth. I know usually we like to have a member of the commission or board that you were looking to join, who I think unfortunately aren't on right now. So if you do have questions specific for them, we can always jot those down, and if we're not able to answer it, get answers. We'll do our best to get those over to them so they can get answers for you.
Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess just to kind of kick off with probably the easiest question maybe is just kind of wondering, why you were thinking of joining the cultural council and kind of what your thoughts were.
First, thank you both for your time. The reason why I'm here today, the reason why I want to join the culture, this council is when talking to Mitch and Terry, it's a good entryway in engaging within the Northborough community. It is a one of the more laid back commissions in terms of its from how it was described to me. It's a bit laid back. There's an $8,000 grant that needs to be reviewed and disseminated amongst everyone. And then there is some engagement activities that the cultural committee is currently attempting to do. I have done outreach and engagement for most of my career, so it's fitting. But I am interested in being involved with my community on a long-term basis.
I appreciate your enthusiasm to participate. And, I love the Cultural Council, especially because they do so much to bring art alive in the community. Is there something, I know you mentioned communication in your background. Can you talk to us a little bit about what that background looks like and how it may be, something that you can contribute to the committee or the councils rather?
Sure. Most of my career is in nonprofit and government
I
work.
can't hear you.
Oh, could you hear me now?
Sorry.
No, that's
Can you hear
okay.
him, Mike?
Yeah, I can hear him. Can you hear me,
Oh, maybe
Laura?
I'm muted. Uh-oh.
Could you hear me now? Oh, now I can't hear you.
Yeah, Laura, now you're muted.
I can hear Marcos okay.
Yeah, I can hear Marcos. Marcos, you can hear me, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, the light was off on her Bluetooth device.
Oh, what the headset die?
Yeah, it looks like it died. It, uh,
What's going on?
oh, there
Oh,
it is.
now you're back. Can you
Okay.
hear us?
Oh my gosh, Marcos, I'm sorry. Could you
No,
hear my
that's okay.
question before my headset died?
Yes, I was able to hear what essentially what I can bring to the table based on my experience.
Or
Um,
what you'd be interested. I didn't want that to seem like such a direct question, but what is something that in your background you'd like to bring to the committee?
oh, I mean, a lot, but the majority of my career is in nonprofit and government work. A lot of what I've done is work with youth in different settings, as well as work on contracts, engaging with providers who are administrators delivering some type of or administering any type of service. So I'm really good with assessments. I feel like that's the go-to for all government. We must assess in order to make a decision to move forward. And a part of that process is a lot of engaging of the community in order to ensure we're asking the right questions to see what people want and need in what their government are doing or what their community is doing. I am very good at talking. Well, let me not toot my horn too much, but I am good at just having conversations with people and being able to solicit information and be able to act on that information. What I'm interested in doing is first learning more about our community, Northborough, in the larger context of Massachusetts. From what I gather, we're mainly like a agrarian, like history, a lot of farm. Anyways, won't get too into that, but learn more about that, but how to bring that to life and also think about how to bring our community a bit more together, considering we are a commuter community. So how do we find opportunities to come together, considering we're a small town, but we're a mighty town kind of approach.
I think you're coming to the right place. There's definitely if you want to get involved in this community, you're taking the right step in the right direction. So thank you for that. And I love the description of your background and the different areas because I think the cultural council really does, it's affecting the entire it's working for the whole community. So those different age demographics that you've got experience with will be great as well. But thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, Marcos, I was just wondering, in the amount of details that you've gotten about the committee, like when they meet, when their next meeting is, if you had a chance to sort of look into that or had you know, no, okay, these are when their regular meetings are. Obviously, you had mentioned that you're on leave now because of, the birth of a child, which is great. But if works and fits into your schedule, or do you know that for a fact? Have you been able to confirm that?
Yeah, it looks pretty straightforward. They meet once a month, usually after 6 or 6:30. I think I could make it's difficult to tell what our schedule will look like in the future.
Right.
What anything will look like in the future. As of right now, I do work from home. Um, but I am on a federal contract, so I don't know what my future will look like as time goes on. But as of right now, I think it would be fairly easy to be able to participate, especially in the beginning. I think the beginning is going to be a lot of learning. So it's a lot of just showing up, a lot of listening, and a lot of like gathering information to figure out
Sure.
what role I can play.
Okay.
Well, the committee is very active and they've got some amazing events that they host around the community. So, being able to roll up your sleeves and get started, I think is a great attitude to take. And we really appreciate your interest in serving for the community of Northborough. Mike, I didn't have any other questions, and I'm sorry that we missed Terry today, but I'm grateful that you've got some background and knowledge of what the committee work looks like.
Yeah, I would say the same, Laura. I mean, I don't think I have any additional questions. Marcos, I know we don't have anyone from the committee right now to answer anything specific, but did you have any questions for us before I kind of just go over the next steps and what that looks like?
No, my only question's a bit, I don't know. I guess it's administrative in nature. I know I have to do the ethics training, but for my job, I already done the ethics training and I do not want to do it again. But if I have to, I get it. I understand. They did make some cool updates. It's kind of more of a choose your own adventure based on your position. That's cool, but it's not a big deal, but that was my only question.
We can definitely look into that. It's funny you say that because I just redid my ethics training and choose your own adventure is a perfect description for how
Yeah.
that looks right now.
I've been doing
And
it for like the last 7 years, and I'm just like, I'm so done with this training.
well, it's good. And we've got Angie on the call. So I know that you had mentioned that your government work that we need to make sure that we've got that disclosure complete so we can yeah. So Angie, did that question make sense?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna ask Andy, because somebody else had the same, they had just finished an ethics training. So I think sometimes it translates and sometimes it doesn't. So we'll just ask Andy, he's our town clerk, and then I'll get back to you tomorrow, Marcos, and let you know.
Sounds good. And in terms of my role, I just need to call the ethics commission on my end in order to ask, like, is this okay? Do I need to file disclosure? And they'll let me know what I need to do.
Okay. Yeah, and then as far as our next steps, so what we'll do is after we have two additional interviews tonight, and then we'll go ahead and take a vote on each candidate and to um, about moving forward to the greater board, to the five, to the four, soon to be five again, person select board, to take an official vote. After that vote of the full board is when you'd be a full member of the council of the cultural council, and then you could certainly, depending on timing and things like that, sometimes people next meeting they may or may not have been officially voted in or not. I don't know when their next meeting is, but we do try and get to those as soon as we can. So hopefully we'll get to that. If not our next meeting, the one right after. So. Oh, you're
you're on
muted
mute
there,
now,
Marcos.
Marcos.
Oh,
It's not me.
Gets
I
everybody.
apologize. Yeah, sounds good. I think they're meeting tomorrow. I might show up to get out the house, but it depends on what my wife says.
Right. Fair enough. All right.
Congratulations again. Thanks for sharing that exciting announcement with us. We can't wait to meet your new addition.
Yeah, Aria. Aria Zoe.
Oh, nice name.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so I thank you, Mike, Laura, and Angie. If you need anything else from me, let me know. Again, I'm just feeding and burping babies and taking care of Michelle. So take care.
All right,
All
thanks,
right. Nice to
Marcos.
meet you. Take care.
Nice
Bye,
to meet you.
Marcos.
Bye. Ah, all right.
All right, I've got Karen's up
Karen's
next.
up.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Hi, Karen.
Hello, Karen.
You're on mute. You're still on mute. It's been a night of like technical hiccups.
Yeah,
There we go. How's that?
We hear you.
Perfect.
loud and clear.
Okay.
All right.
Karen, welcome and thank you so much for applying for the Cultural Council. It's nice to see you tonight.
It's good to see you too.
Karen, I'm Angie. I've been communicating with you. It's nice to meet you.
Oh.
I'm gonna pop off here and let them
Okay,
interview you. All right, thanks.
sounds good.
All right, thanks, Angie. Yeah, hi, Karen. I'm Mike Tejan. So yeah, Laura and I'll just ask, maybe a couple questions. We don't have anybody from Cultural Council on right now for any direct questions that you may have. So if there are questions that you have about for them directly, we'll make sure to get those forwarded over in case there's anything you need answered.
Okay.
But yeah, so just to kind of kick things off, just kind of wondering, you know, what you think in your background would kind of transfer best over to working on the cultural council and and kind of what you'd like to bring to the table.
Well, I have an extensive background in Northborough from when my children were little, involved with PTO at Peasley,
Oh,
as
okay.
well as Milliken, and also Girl Scouts from when my youngest, who's now 24, going on 25, was in kindergarten being a Girl Scout leader. Actually, should I say my oldest, actually. My oldest was in Girl Scouts starting then too. So about 15 years as a Girl Scout leader, troop organizer, trainer, planner. So fairly
Registrar.
yeah, registrar. Lot of roles under my hat with when I was with Girl Scouts, as well as doing the PTO portion. So um, I think in terms of helping volunteering and organizing and planning and also a creative aspect because I am scrapbooker, card maker, artistic bent to myself. So I think kind of all around fit for the cultural council. And
All
also
right.
wanting to, because it took a number of years once my kids got older, hadn't been involved as much, and I wanted to get back involved in, especially within the town. My kids are, of course, long out of the school system, so how can I continue to be involved in Northborough and help with what our town stands for?
All right. Great, great. Laura, did you have any questions?
I'm so delighted that you've decided to apply for this committee, and I could not imagine a better fit for your incredible portfolio of experience and what you've
Thank you.
done. I'm happy to see your name popping back up as getting involved again.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate your interest in serving. I love the Cultural Council and what they do for the community, and I think your background's really going to complement it.
Yeah.
I don't have any specific questions. But I'm happy to see you tonight, and I thank you so much for taking this step.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, I've known Terry for many years from Peasley, and she had contacted me and my daughter Megan, who also is applying for the board, when to get Megan involved in the chairs event last year.
Oh
And
yeah.
we had been to the other events in prior years, and we got involved, and Megan and I had both actually expressed interest in getting it, and Terry contacted us, said, "You want to get involved?" We're both like, "Yeah," because it's the stuff that we love. So.
It really is
Yeah.
neat. The committee is they do so many fun events that are going to really complement where your background is.
Yeah.
And I can see a really neat symbiotic relationship and what you can bring to each other. So
Yeah, I'm hoping so. We've been to a few of the meetings so far just to kind of sit there and take it in and learn about the committee and what they're involved in, and just really liking their plans, their direction, and what they can do for the town, which I love it.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I was going to say I don't have any additional questions. So, um, Karen, I didn't know, if you had any questions for us or anything that either for us or anything that we could take back to Cultural Council for you to get answered.
I don't think so. We've been on the email lists of the things that are going around, keeping up to date with the happenings and what's coming up, and looking at ways to get us involved in what we can do, what we can add to it, and so we've been learning about it and figuring out where we fit in with the whole picture. But I'm glad to be able to get back involved in the town
Yeah.
and and doing things because organizing and planning and artistic things is kind of completely up my alley. So
Yep. I can vouch
That's
for
great.
that. For decades of those, those things that really you've contributed already. So
yeah.
All right. Yeah, what I was just gonna additionally share is there's three. So next steps, what we do, there's yourself and two others who are interviewing. It's not competitive due to the open spots that are on
Yep.
Cultural Council. So
Yep.
thank you, Angie, for reminding me of that.
Yep.
So bit of a, kind of a little bit of maybe a formality,
Yeah.
but so what we'll do is, just finishing up your interview, we have one additional. You're welcome to stay on if you wanted to watch it all play out.
Well, the
Um,
additional interview is actually sitting directly ahead
and
above
that
me
was
in
going
my
to be,
house.
yeah, one of my questions was I definitely saw the similarity in name and address on the application. So,
That's my
uh,
oldest. That's my oldest
all right.
child. Yes.
Yeah, so then what we'll do after interviewing your oldest up next, kind of we just have like a discussion about the candidates, and
Mhm.
then
Yep.
I think even though it's non-competitive or whatever word
Yeah.
you want to use for it, I think we still have to hold like an official discussion or vote, and then
Of course. Yeah.
goes to the
I mean,
full board.
of course, I understand that
It's
completely.
official. Yeah, it's just after this meeting, it's just not 100% official. It's official after the full select board takes its
Mhm.
vote,
Yep.
whether that's 4 or 5 members, but the full select board.
Mhm.
So that would be, I don't know if that's going to be at our next meeting, but maybe a meeting after. So
Okay.
just feel free, to keep attending the cultural council meetings,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you'll hear from us, and when we make that final vote. So,
All right. Sounds good.
all right, great. Thank you, Karen.
All right. Thank
Karen,
you.
this was awesome. Thank you so much. Angie,
Excuse me.
thanks for organizing it. It's so great
Sure.
to see you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
All righty.
Thanks, Karen.
All right.
Bye.
Tell Morgan she can hop on now.
Okay. I'll go upstairs and go tell them to go dial in. All right.
All right,
Bye
thank
now.
you.
Thanks.
It's always so neat to hear these different backgrounds. I really enjoy this piece of
Yeah.
our work. And it's nice to envision how they're going to complement the committees.
Yeah. We have some very talented people here in Northborough. It's neat.
Yeah, we
And I'm
got a good
very, oh,
talent pool.
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm thankful for all the people that are on these committees that are out, canvassing the community to find and recruit volunteers. It's definitely, the extra step is appreciated.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for Morgan and then it'll be good.
So
All right.
you guys know I've been very involved in Girl Scouting since the 90s. So I've gotten to experience, these different, just both Morgan and Karen over the years in their different capacities. So it's nice to see a Girl Scout coming and serving. There's quite a few of us that are involved in different, town organizations.
I love that. That's so neat.
I
Yeah.
know. But again, there's so many. We're very fortunate to have such an involved community with so many great volunteers.
I agree. I lasted in brownies for 2 years.
I think I read somewhere that even those small, like the small periods make a lasting impression.
We had
So
fun, yeah. Oh, here's
there's
Morgan. I will let her in.
okay, great. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks, Angie.
I could just pitch Girl Scouts all night though. Welcome, Morgan.
Hi, Morgan. How are you?
Hey, Morgan.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
All right, good. Hi, nice to meet
I'm
you guys.
Angie. I'm gonna leave so Mike and Laura can interview you, but I'll be close by. You're in good
All right.
hands.
Thanks, Angie.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thank you.
All right, great. Thanks, Angie. Yes, hi, Morgan. Nice to meet you. My name's Mike Tejan. So Laura and I will just ask, a couple or a few just questions, and then feel free to ask and us any questions that you may have. I know we don't have a member of Cultural Council on tonight to answer any direct questions if you have them. So we could always make sure we get any of those answered for you if you do have them. But yeah, just to kind of at the outset, just kind of wondering what drew you to cultural council. Why maybe that committee or board over others, or any details you could share there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like I first kind of heard that there was a cultural council in Northborough when they did the event with the doors.
Hmm.
And that was displayed in like I think it's the 135 fields. And that was I think that was really cool. Uh because I'd like just the whole like having just a cultural council for like the arts and stuff and music and other things like in Northborough was like really neat. I really like that because I really like the arts. um, and then I think it was like last year I was asked if I wanted to do a painting one of the chairs for that event. And so I did that. And then after I've just been kind of like more and more like interested in just kind of joining the NCC.
Okay.
And then I think I can't remember exactly when it was that I was I think it was Terry like proposed like, oh yeah, if you want to join, we're always looking for members, and I'm like, yeah. So
Oh, great.
I was
Thank you.
excited to see your name pop up. It's nice to see your interest in serving and being a part of the Cultural Council. It's such a neat organization and what they bring to the community. And I can't say enough about how much I appreciate all the great projects that they do to bring art alive in the community in so many different ways. Just, in addition to what Mike had asked, is there something in particular in your skill set that you think will be complementary to the committee that you're looking forward to bringing forward?
yeah, I think my like my background with the arts, and also I know I proposed helping out with their kind of like social media stuff, mostly the graphic
Awesome.
design, the visual for their like their Instagram and stuff like that, and the posters that they have around, and helping like organize that and
Oops.
such.
All right. Great.
No, I think,
Oh, sorry, Laura, go ahead.
no, I was going to say that's great. I feel like there's never enough outlets for those efforts, and I'm sorry, my dogs are barking.
I only have one other question. Is that looks like maybe a crochet turtle you have on there?
uh,
What
yeah,
what is that guy? That's kind of cool. I if what Oh,
it's
okay.
like little leaves. I just
Oh, it's
found this
leaves.
like
Okay, the way it was angled, it almost looked like a little turtle or something.
yeah,
Still
it's
very
kind of
cool though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See, already, yeah, that and more coming to the cultural council. So that's
Oh
cool.
yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, no, I mean, I don't have any additional questions, Laura. I don't know if you had anything additional for Morgan. Just kind of what the next steps are. There's You're the third interview that we've had tonight for cultural council. There's plenty of open spots, so it's not like it's competitive or anything like that. So what we'll do, and you're feel free to stay on the call if you'd like, is we have kind of like a discussion and then recommendation. I think an official vote of recommendations up to the full select board. So our vote tonight doesn't make it 100% official. It's the vote of the full board at the next available meeting that would do that. So I think there's maybe a meeting of the council coming up, I think maybe tomorrow or soon. So, definitely, attend them, and we'll try and get a full vote of the select board soon so that you're an official member, hopefully shortly. So,
Yeah.
I know the
All right.
Cultural Council is also very excited to get everything approved and to get
Oh
everybody
yes,
to work. So
yeah.
we will definitely prioritize that. But thanks for
right.
giving that overview, Mike.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so that's all I think we've got on our end, Morgan, unless you have any questions for us.
None of that I can think of right now, but I'll
Okay.
definitely ask if I can think of any later.
All right. That's fine. Yeah, no, thanks so much for making time to jump on and talk to us. Really appreciate it. And, good luck on with everything on the council.
Oh yeah, thank you. It was
All right.
nice to meet you too.
Thanks, Morgan. See you
Hi,
soon.
Morgan.
You
Nice to
too.
meet
Have a
you.
great day.
Bye.
All right.
I'm so sorry for all the background noise.
Oh no, I can't hear you're good. I don't hear any background noise or anything like that. So we're good there.
What a neat mix of candidates.
Yeah, no, again, it's a good group. I'm glad there's room for everybody to get on there. That and get, like you said, maybe we'll try and prioritize this and I know our next meeting will be a little busy. That's short time window,
Yes.
but maybe we can get
Plug for town meeting.
yeah, maybe we can get this on the agenda. We'll see. But
Yeah. I think it
so
would be ideal, especially because the Cultural Council does have a lot of work coming up. It's nice that everybody's already been participating in their meetings, so they'll know,
right.
quickly how to jump right in. But if we can make it official, I mean,
Yeah, no, I think I think that's certainly doable for a vote, hopefully at our next meeting on the 28th, right before town meeting.
yep.
So that'd be good. And then yeah, I don't know, I guess as far as discussion, I mean, obviously there's no red flags or anything like that.
No.
I think everybody's great, and I think they'll all be, great contributors, especially in their own way, like you said,
Yes.
a diverse mix of experiences,
Yep.
of skills, that hopefully complement the council well.
Yep.
And I wish them all, and think they'll all have success there or other boards that they may go to down the road. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
think that's it.
definitely. I mean, I fully agree with you. I like that we've got some, very unique skill sets and backgrounds. They're going to draw from different populations, which I think, having those mixed demographics will really be special for the committee and the commission rather, and the work that they're doing. So yeah, I enjoyed meeting everyone, and I'm looking forward to our full deliberation when we have our next meeting.
Yeah. So I guess we would need a motion, and I forget the wording of it.
So I make a motion to move Marcos Palmieri, Karen Clark, and Morgan Clark to the the Northborough Cultural Council to
Or
be voted on at our next meeting. I don't know what the
That sounds
wording.
good to me. That covers it.
okay, so if that was the motion, Laura, then I will second that motion,
Thank you.
and then
Or
we're remote, so I guess we'll do official voice vote. I vote. Mike Tejan votes aye.
Laura
Laura,
Zeiton, vote aye.
all right. Perfect.
Angie, thank
There we
you
go.
so much for getting this all organized today and helping facilitate a smooth interview process.
Of course, next time I'll write the motion. I keep forgetting to do that, so I
Oh no,
apologize.
no. I mean, we should be able to figure out a motion on the
You can do
fly,
it.
but which we did. We did a good job, I think.
Yeah, no,
But
that worked out good.
And
No,
hopefully
I'm
the
excited.
process.
Those are three good candidates, and yeah, that makes it easy.
Yeah, and a quick plug, if anybody's watching this and they're interested in serving, we would love to interview more people for more positions on committees and boards.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, we've got this open. We've got other maybe higher profile ones open out there. So,
And
feel
then,
free to throw your
yeah,
hat in the ring.
and then also after town meeting, or even a little bit before, all the vacancies and reappointments and everything will be updated. So that'll be reposted. So it'll be, show the most accurate of what's available.
Perfect.
I think we did a good job with our PSA.
I agree.
All right.
Well, should I
Yeah, so I
make a
guess
motion to adjourn?
I will second that motion.
I thank you all so much for this great meeting tonight. It was good to see you, and I'll see you soon.
All right. Do we have to
Yeah.
vote on that motion technically?
I am not sure, but why don't we do it just in case?
Yeah, let's do it just in case. Laura?
I vote aye.
All right. Mike Tejan votes aye. We are adjourned at 5:53 p.m.
Great.
Good
Have a
night.
great night,
Thanks,
you guys.
All
everyone.
right.
Thank you.
Good night,
Bye.
ladies.
Bye.